Welcome to Inaccurate and Inappropriate.
Also the title, more of a vague description. Have you seen this movie?
Yeah, have you seen this movie?
Have you? Okay, Megan, have you seen St. Elmo's Fire?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, it's like a classic.
It's like a classic. I've never seen it, but I remember how it goes.
Oh.
Well, what am I looking at here? The logo for Friends. There's 3 white women with blonde hair and 4 white men. Oh, I know who that is. That's Rob Lowe.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so weird to look at older people now and then they will look like back then. That's what people feel about you. Essentially what we have here is they're a cult. 5, 6, 7. There's 7 main cult members. As soon as they were born, it was just like one of those freak accidents where like 7 kids are born on the same night, end up going to the same elementary school, middle school, high school.
Yeah.
We've seen it a million times. And then they're like, wow, this is insane. We have the same birthday. We all are satanic and shit. So, but like, also, we're white and we're gonna pretend we're normal to freak people out and get them to come to our cult. It ends up happening. It's called St. Elmo's Fire. The main group, they are like, we need to make sure we keep our bloodlines pure. So they like start like creating offspring and stuff. So they make a few offspring, they set them to the side. They're like, we'll take care of that later. What happens is they all go out, they like dress like as normal people. They're just like, oh, we're just normal white people.
How do they normally dress if they don't dress like normal people?
Obviously, they just wear each other's blood as cloaks. Like a normal cult. They dress like normal people, they go out to clubs and they recruit other people to come to their cult. And they get into this one situation where they can't, like this club's onto them. Like they're like, ooh, we keep having people disappear, they never come back, you guys are taking them and you're a cult.
Sounds scary.
Yeah, it's a terrifying movie.
Okay.
They're like, fuck this club, we're going to set it on fire. This club's called St. Elmo's and they light it on fire and then it's kind of like a Carrie scene then.
Okay.
So like, do you remember?
Yeah, there's blood.
There's like blood and there's like all this stuff and then all of their moms are there and try to kill them all because Carrie.
Yeah.
It's like very Carrie. Actually exactly the same as how Carrie.
It's like an homage.
It's an homage to Carrie.
Yeah.
Then they end up killing their own moms. It's one of those movies where it's very scary, but it ends up like pretty okay for the bad guys. They get their cult and they take over the world and everything's kind of fun.
Everything works out for them?
Everything works out for them and not for anybody who didn't join their cult.
Okay.
Okay, so Kara, the next video I have for you is gonna be One Night at McCool's.
Everybody has seen One Night at McCool's.
It's a classic.
So it looks like we got Liv Tyler as the star.
Oh, that's who Liv Tyler is?
Yeah, and Matt Dillon, John Goodman. That's a pretty good cast. It looks like a prostitute. It's about a prostitute, but she's not a prostitute. She's an aspiring prostitute.
So she hasn't done anything yet?
No,
she
she's working up to it. Yeah, she's like an apprentice.
She's good. It's like when you're a bar back and you want to be a bartender.
Yeah.
You just gotta do the dirty
She's like
work.
an intern. McCool's is a bar, and she spends just one night there. It's like her trial run.
Yeah.
So she has to sit on this one stool all night and then try to get as many clients as possible. But the twist is she cannot speak, and she just has to like lure them in with like her body language
and her eyes probably
and like a lot of leopard print, so that's like how they can just tell. And then she's got those like fingernails that's like big acrylic ones, they're really long, right? So it's like, you know, she does this,
she does that a lot, you know, she uses her eyes, but she only has the one good one.
The one goes off in a different direction, so it's like sometimes they don't. That actually works to her benefit though in the end, because then she gets two guys at one time,
and they're like, we've never even seen that happen.
Yeah. So she ends up being like the best prostitute they have ever seen, because
is it a happy ending?
She can lure in more than one guy, because one of her eyes looks this way, one of them looks this way. She gets 2 guys, they both come at her.
Okay.
She can run a 2-for-1 deal. It's like a
2-for-1 deal because of her wonky eye.
So then John Goodman though is like this police officer. So he comes in, barging in.
Nice.
We're losing 2 men because she kills them.
That's how prostitution works.
That's standard practice. So she's like a praying mantis.
A praying mantis apprenticing to be a prostitute. Yes. Wow, the words, the alliteration.
Yeah. Well, it was actually rated G. It's family friendly.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
They just allude to
a lot of like killing and sex and like
a lot of that stuff. You just never see it.
There's actually no dialogue in this movie.
No, it's a silent film.
It's a silent film. It won an Oscar because it was like the first of its kind. It was the Ukrainian Oscars.
The other Oscars.
Great films overall.
Yeah. Thanks for watching Inaccurate and Inappropriate.
Thank you so much.
Oh my god, don't you think those are real words? I think you just rang together.
I do like.
Cool. So we know a lot about movies.
We do.
Thanks, Kara, for being here today.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy your time?
No, I don't really like being around you.
I know. You don't have to keep saying it though.
Well, if you keep pushing me to say it when you ask me those questions.
I'm a pusher, Kara.